Hello, and welcome back to AI the Somnium Files. Wait. The text was moving. Um, Before I was abruptly interrupted, we had a gruesome last episode, and now we're back to see what we can find. Because even though a lot of things have happened, we have nothing to go on. We don't even have a suspect. We don't know who's doing this or who might be doing this. We had Iris, but now Iris is dead, so she was and Oda is dead, and I don't think Oda killed. I don't think Oda killed Iris, so we have no idea what happened. So let's continue. What did ah what happened here? Okay, I stepped into the cold storage warehouse. The air conditioning wasn't running, but it was still cold. Temperature hadn't raised much at all. The cold air sunk into my skin, but the center of my body was burning hot. Okay. Hello, Spectre. Any clues?
No, nothing so far.
Oh, we are not joking with him right now because we are not on the mood. I wonder if he's going to say something. The Inspector is doing his duties as usual. Yeah, we're not in the mood to joke around. Hello, policeman. Any progress on the investigation?
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
Iris and Oda were sliced in two by this ice-cutting machine. Iris and Oda.
Iris's estimated time of
Ugh,
death and
oh my
cause
god.
of death have been confirmed.
Okay.
Camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream. All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them. This forklift is old. It does not appear to be functional. It has not been moved in some time.
Forklift. I don't see anything special about it. There's a cardboard box on the floor. There's nothing in it. A wooden box on the shelf. It's empty.
There are only a few items on the shelf.
Is this warehouse not in use?
Shelves packed with cardboard boxes. I don't see any clues here. An oil drum. Unlikely to be a clue.
Iris also had her left eye removed.
Yeah.
And like Renju and Shoko, Iris's left eyeball.
Yeesh. Okay. There's nothing particularly suspicious. Is this Ota's blood? Iris and Ota's blood.
Right here. Iris and Ota were.
I am sure you are already aware of Ota's time of death.
Just before I arrived. About 3:30 in the morning.
And the cause of death.
Right. About that. Ota had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his side.
Correct.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound or...
I cannot determine that. I can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to being fatal. Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly on the verge of death. If he weren't already extremely weak, we would expect to see more signs of struggle.
Maybe Oda was trying to help Iris, jumping at the criminal. That led to a scuffle, and Oda ended up with a knife wound in his side. He lost all his power to fight back. He was forcibly put inside the costume, then finally cut open by the ice-cutting machine.
But why? Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
Unknown.
Yikes. Iris and Ota's bodies are under autopsy. Their bodies aren't here anymore. Right here, Iris and Ota's were. Forklift. The tire and floor are covered with a layer of ice.
I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd., is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it. And it was instead given to other persons.
But
Okay.
it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious.
I mean,
Date, we should get moving. Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse thoroughly. We will not find anything of importance here.
Yeah, you're right.
You can ask CS.
Wait, I can't leave. A video camera on laptop used for stream. Wait, these were green just now. I'm heading out. Let me know if you find anything. I let them know, then left the warehouse. Okay. Those were green. I'm not crazy. Okay. So we got nothing from this. When I left the warehouse, I saw Peter. What is he doing here? He walked up to me while I was trying to work it out.
Cyclops serial killings.
Okay.
Why this all of a sudden?
Because I want you to solve this case, Mr. Date. I want you to find who did this and bring them to justice. So, if I can help you, even a little.
Why didn't you say anything at ABIS?
The boss was there. I couldn't speak openly in front of her. So I decided to
I have a feeling that this is going to be a lie.
All right. Let's hear it.
Earlier, I told you that I was completely certain the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes. Let me explain why. I'll start by telling you the identity of the Cyclops killer.
Oh.
Although, it's more accurate to say killers.
More than one?
In the first series of killings, the culprit had an accomplice. One of them was born a murderous psychopath. The other is Rohan Kumakura, the previous chairman of the Kumakuras. They each had a role to play.
Okay.
The murderer committed the homicide, and Rohan removed the eyeball.
E. Okay. Don't stop. Why did the Cyclops case get classified?
That, I don't know.
The details of the original Cyclops serial killings case have become nebulous over time. Even the official investigation material contains nothing of value. I am unable to draw any conclusions from them.
Okay.
You really have no idea?
If I did, I would tell you.
How about Rohan?
18 years ago, Rohan took a woman's eye. She was already dead. He put his finger into her eye socket and gouged it out.
E.
The reason why was simple. He was fascinated by women's eyes. Their beauty stimulated his greed and his desire to possess them. He needed to have them, to make them his own.
E.
Driven by this instinctive impulse, he took the woman's eye. From then on, he acquired a grotesque obsession with the eyes of dead women. He was very particular about his need that the eye belonged to a deceased woman. But even being the head of a Yakuza gang, there weren't too many opportunities for him to indulge. His deepest, darkest desire went unfulfilled for years. However, he soon met his ideal partner, the aforementioned psychopath. The Cyclops killer would commit the murder, and Rohan would take the eye. Thus, a mutually beneficial relationship was established. This was the origin of the Cyclops serial killings.
Okay.
At about the same time, you were assigned to ABIS.
Who is a murderous psychopath?
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oxytocin is a peptide hormone linked to feelings of love, affection, and trust.
That was what I was thinking. That was what I was thinking. That the oxytocin is what makes people happy. So he was never happy, basically.
It is colloquially referred to as the love hormone. It causes a tranquilizing effect which improves mood and relieves stress. It is normally secreted when the body makes contact with an object of affection, such as an embrace or caress.
I'm sure you know what this implies, but he was unable to feel love in the way that we do. However, he was able to experience a substitute. His brain was wired in such a way that allowed him to feel satisfaction through other means. Due to the unique idiosyncrasies of his brain, he was able to release large amounts of dopamine and endorphins by performing a certain action.
Killing.
What was it?
Murder.
Dopamine is a hormone linked to the reward system of the brain. The pleasant feeling attained through accomplishment is dopamine. Endorphins are a kind of brain narcotic. They dull pain and create a feeling of happiness.
Okay, I got
He
those
got pleasure
mixed
from
up.
killing people?
It's slightly more complicated than that. Killing people was the only way he could get pleasure.
Wow.
He was 12 when he took his first life. That enlightened him to the pleasure of murder, which he would do again and again.
Summarize for me.
The original Cyclops killer had an accomplice.
There were 2 Cyclops killers.
And one of them was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
Rohan committed suicide by jumping to his death 1 year ago.
That means... Pewter, tell me this. One of the original killers is dead, I know that. But that means one remains. Who is he?
After his 4th murder, he was arrested by the police. They actually picked him up on other charges. But, in any case, he is currently serving a life sentence in Fuchu prison.
Fuchu prison?
Yes.
What's his name?
In prison, he doesn't have a name. He is simply called Number 89.
Okay.
Number 89.
So, now you know why I said that. That the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. Because one is dead, and the other is behind bars. Neither of them had the opportunity.
Well, that makes sense. Alright. Let's Cheetah Diner. The place was silent. It was so quiet I felt like I could hear the floating dust. I stepped inside. I thought it was empty. But I saw a shadow in the corner of my eye. It was Mayumi. It was like watching a decaying old tree cling pathetically to the earth. I'm sorry to interrupt. About Ota. Did you want to talk about it? Of course.
This is your fault.
Eh?
I heard from the police. Because you didn't take care of Iris, my boy Ota got involved.
Date, I looked into the investigation report. Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
Oh. But why did they tell them that?
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now. Did you not hear me? I said leave!
Jesus. Jesus.
Date, let's go. She is in no state to talk.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh my god. This is not what I expected. At the residence. Mizuki, right? Mizuki is curled up on the sofa. She looked like a small animal frightened by a predator. About Okura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. How about Ota? About Iris? No one wants to talk.
Mizuki must know about Iris and Ota.
Of course. The news was distributed heavily across the internet.
Of course.
Not just in Japan, but worldwide. 3 days ago, Mizuki discovered her mother's body. 2 days ago, her father's. This morning, 2 of her best friends.
Yeah.
It is completely understandable that she is at her mental limit.
Can I be left alone for a while?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I can't stay by her side forever.
Aiba, contact ABIS. See if they can get Mizuki a good counselor.
Understood.
I stayed with her for a little while. But we didn't speak. Having nothing more to say, I left. At least give her a hug, man. Come on. Saki's just staring at the floor. Come on. Sagan residence. Oh god, this is rough. This is rough. When I visited the Sagan household, I found Hitomi with a hollow look in her eyes. Oh my god, this is just getting worse. Oh no. Wait. What did she say? She let me in and asked me to sit on the sofa. I agreed and sat down, but after that I couldn't say a single word. The heavy silence weighed on both of us. About Iris.
Iris was my everything.
At least she's talking, but come on.
We always went everywhere together. Whether it
I
was
think the worst part of that is this. I mean, having a person die is awful, but the people left behind, it really hurts. Even if this is a game like that, it just makes you think about stuff like that.
when she was young, then it was 2,
Oops.
then 3, but eventually.
Hey. Her hands was too small to hold mine. Then it was 2, then 3, and she finally could hold my hand. But eventually, she left my hands altogether.
She left. She started crossing her arms, being independent. Even though she needed constant attention growing up. Her memories are a part of this room. And always will be.
Oh.
When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried and cried. One day she tore up her picture book all over the floor here. Another time she drew with crayons all over the window. She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table, stains on the cushions. Everything you see. It all holds a memory of her.
Yikes.
But why?
Can you think of any information?
Hitomi, my entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but
No, please, tell me.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before. The first time at the wedding, the second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Okay.
Prison?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger. I visit them a few times a year. And by coincidence, I saw Shoko. I don't think she noticed me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away. She was there for the same reason I was, to visit one of the inmates.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which prison?
Fuchu Prison, in Tokyo.
Oh.
Fuchu.
Prison?
About Ota.
Oda was one of my students. I taught him in elementary school. I heard it from the police. Oda tried to help Iris and ended up...
Oh no.
I don't know what to say. I have no words.
This is rough. This is really rough.
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
Ota, you hug her and not Mitsuki.
To do... Thinking of peace, you have to catch them.
Oh my god.
Please.
Oh my god.
I will. Trust me.
Oh my god. Okay, that I have no words.
You have the face of a ghost. Do you want a glass?
I don't need a drink. I need information. Do you have anything?
Well, let's see. I do have, I suppose you could call it, intuition.
Tell me.
The Kumakuras are involved in this case. Remember what I told you before? That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras? Shoko also has a relationship with them. You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras, right?
So basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the Kumakuras. That must mean they're involved somehow, right?
Not 2, 3.
3. Iris?
No, not that one. The boy. He came here last night.
Ota?
No?
Boomer.
Mama told me a similar story to Aiba's. About Sosajima and the Kabasaki district. The basic idea is this. 8 years ago, So sold his land in the Kabasaki district for 3 billion yen. Half a year later, an explosion at the chemical plant caused the land prices to drop drastically. So bought back the land for 1 billion yen. Almost like he knew beforehand that the accident will happen. Did So blow it up? Or conspire to blow it up? No, that wouldn't make sense. So wouldn't gain anything from that. He would end up with 29 billion in cash and 1 billion in land. It's a neat zero. There's more to the story. Well, I mean, no. Wait a minute. He sold the land for 30 billion and then bought it for 1. That's 29 billion in profit. You can buy something else. Like, am I reading this right? That's not a net zero. No, that's not a net zero. That's genius. That's like, if they, because the prices can rise up again in the future. So yeah, he's profiting from this. Like, I'm not crazy. He got a profit. About So and the Kawasaki. Okay.
Casino Town Kabasaki will give new life to the city.
After that, So moved fast. He submitted the bills he needed to the National Assembly after drumming up support in the right places. The bills passed, and it became an official government initiative.
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kabasaki district. At the moment, the area is still considered off limits. However,
The rocket. And all that land is owned by the KE. And by So himself. The land he bought back for 1 billion will be worth 10 times that soon.
Yeah,
He's involved in business.
that's what I was thinking. Like, it's just going to, that's just business. Did he do it though? I don't think so.
But
Oh.
no hard evidence of that. It's just gossip.
What about Ota and the Kamakuras?
Talking
Nah.
about it again, hate them even more.
I see. I mean, it's kind of a stretch. I get it. I get the
Thank
point,
you,
but
but
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
it
no,
doesn't.
no, it was very helpful.
In the other timelines, it doesn't seem like Ota holds a grudge against like Momar or stuff like that, or people
I'm
like that.
blessed a little.
Well then, be seeing you.
Yeah, this is just extra information, I guess. ABIS headquarters. I got nothing again. I returned to boss's office to report, but I didn't see her anywhere.
True.
I sat down in my usual seat and decided to wait for boss. Hey,
Huh?
I was curious, so I did some research about number 89.
okay. What relationship between number 89 and Choco?
Unknown. I cannot determine if they have any connection. Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's waiting room. I am unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89. After all, Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
I mean,
But number 89 knew Shoko's name.
yeah.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That must mean that he knew her somehow.
It is possible.
Who is number 89?
As you know, he is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills. He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu Prison. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
That's what Pewter told us.
After his 4th murder, he was arrested by the police.
What's number 89's real name?
Unknown.
You don't know?
No such person is listed in the family registry. It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown. However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan.
What about number 89's and the news upload? Serial killings.
Pewter claims that there were 2 culprits behind the original serial killings. One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
But Rohan committed suicide last year.
That leaves 1 culprit still alive, number 89.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Correct. However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
I know who killed Shogun.
If he was telling the truth, his involvement is possible.
Let's talk to number 89.
Let's talk to number 89.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or if he's full of it. But he is our last remaining loose end.
Alright. However, we need not go to him. We can bring him to us. If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Can you arrange that?
I can.
After going through some red tape, number 89 was to be brought to HQ. He took considerable time to arrive. For some reason, Boss never showed up. Oh, we're going to be left with Pewter and him again. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. But Renju is dead this time, so maybe it doesn't happen. Because I think Renju asked him to free him, right? Yeah. Oh? When did you first met Shoko? What's your name? Where are you from? You're the original Cyclops killer, aren't you? Who killed Shoko Nadame?
It might take some time. Is that alright with you?
I've got nothing but time.
Then let's get started. The story of a lonely assassin. Once upon a time, there was a detective, full of righteous justice. Let's call him F. F found the evils of the world intolerable. F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born. He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there. It led him to despise all the evils of the world. One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor. Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Okay, I get it. I'll just throw down my knife. Here, and you lower your gun. It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quietly. You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've been going to a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all good. I'll come right back out. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
This guy wanted to die.
The culprit was unarmed, but F never served a day in prison. The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense, and he was declared innocent. If the truth got out, it would be a huge scandal for the police. People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated. F wasn't suspended or disciplined at all. After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened.
Okay.
That was a turning point for him. He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral one by one. He became an assassin, a lone gunman. No agent, no employer. He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner. But it didn't last long. One day, F got what we'll call X. X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy. Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died. Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras. X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time. Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
Okay.
Some research. Word out of your mouth.
Can I just say, this guy's beard is just wild.
On's offer.
Yeah.
Falco, named for the falcon, a bird of prey.
I see.
It didn't take long to destroy his heart completely. Time passed, and a few years back, Falco, who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake. He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach. Somehow he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him. He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath that he thought might be his last. But at that moment, in his darkening vision, he saw a woman approach him. He watched her take out her phone and dial for help. At the same time, he heard footsteps. Footsteps of at least 2 people closing in. He knew immediately that they were after him. He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking. That was the first encounter between Falco and the woman. She was a teacher at some school. It was like she was from a totally different world than him. Listening to her talk, he would forget everything about his line of work. She was his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world. They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer. Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart. Falco started to become himself again, his former self. He swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
You want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
Oh no.
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl. It was the teacher Falco met at the shrine. And her daughter. She had just turned 12. Why the two of them? Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason. And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill. But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would. He thought long and hard. How was he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime? He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought.
He will have to kill
backed into a
Rohan.
corner, so he decided to call on an old friend for help.
An old friend for help. Silence. For some reason, he wouldn't open his mouth again. I see. What's the connection between that and Shoko?
What's the connection between that and Shoko?
What's the whole... Was what that the
Was
whole
that
story?
the whole story?
He's not going to say anything. Why did you stop? You mentioned the detective. Answer me.
Hey.
Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'm not telling you anything else. I'll give you half up front, half later. If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedures. Once they've cleared, I'll tell you everything.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise, even upon...
Pewter.
Yes?
Start the preparations.
For what?
What do you think? The Psync.
Oh, okay. Oh god. Why would I think...
Usual dosage.
Why would I think that we were going to do it away?
Are you ready, Agent Date?
Yeah,
The time limit is 6 minutes.
I know.
Then let's begin.
Alright. I wonder what happened after that. Oh my god, are we back to the house of... Yeah, we're back to the house of Aiba.
Why are you sleeping on the job?
Because I want to, obviously.
Why are you getting mad at me?
Yeah, this rug feels so good on my skin, yeah?
What
Why
are you doing?
suddenly a...
Is this the Sagan residence?
It definitely is. But why?
Number 89. What were you up to?
Oh.
The green. I do not think I can pass through it.
Really wants to hide it, huh? Okay, new...
Somnium scan. Activate.
Mental lock 1, mental lock 2, mental lock 3, mental lock 4. Alright. 89 is hiding something in the past. 89 is covered in a green membrane. They can't get close. Prevent the interference from... Okay. I think we're gonna end up things right here. It's kind of a information overload. And I think this is probably going to go for a while, so I'll continue later. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.